How's it going, Spaceport's Vethlane here, and today, man, I've got something special for you guys, especially if you're a fan of RTSs. Boys, we have Tabletop Tavern. This is a brand new roguelike RTS game made by developer TJ. Now, I saw TJ post some footage of this bad boy on, I think it was Twitter, and I was immediately sold. It might have been on Threads. I don't remember. Anyways, thank you, TJ, for posting your game, because little known fact, Vethlane loves Total War, and this game is like if you took Total War, sped it up by about 3 times, and then slapped it into a roguelite, which is what we're all about right now on the channel. And what emerges from this chaos is one of the coolest games that I have seen in quite a while. So we're gonna restart this campaign I had going on. I got to the middle of one, I was flubbing out, because here's the thing, guys, I'm not very good at Total War, but I really enjoy Total War. I'm sure some of you guys out there are the same way. So let me recommend this before we even start the video for beginners that aren't really sure if you want to get into Total War or an action RTS type of scenario. This is the perfect taste of what that is like, because you're not wasting a lot of time in the battles and in the campaign map. This gives you a whole lot of flavor in a very short period of time. So let's get right into it. As you can see, we've already got a ton of planned content in this game. There's 12 different commanders. You can unlock 3 of them right now. It looks like one you can get off the bat, the second one you can get by completing the demo, and the third one you can join the Discord and follow the development of the game to unlock. We're just going to be playing with the basic guy on the base difficulty level because, like I said, I'm not very good at this style of game, but I really enjoy it. So let's get right in here, and I will talk about the game as we go through. The really cool part of Tabletop Tavern is it takes place in an actual tavern. Like, you're playing a board game in a tavern with other people also playing said board game around you and talking. So here's your playing field, and as you can probably tell, this is not an unusual style of roguelike progression to the end of the map here, but it is for this genre of gameplay. So you have a few different tile types that we'll hit as we go along. These are the basic skirmishes here, so let's just take this middle path here. You get an idea of what's coming up. You can auto-resolve the fight, or you can actually fight the battle. We're going to fight the battles. I'm probably going to lose, but we're going to have fun doing it because these goblins need to get their butt kicked. All right, so here's the playing field. We have this nice little tile, just some very minor stage hazards. I'm sure there will be more varied stuff as the game gets further in development than this demo. One thing to note is this goblin camp here has an area of effect +5 melee defense for enemy units. And if you've ever played Total War, this is pretty much a one-to-one recreation of the system. I mean, we have the exact same stats. Your melee attack is your chance to hit. Melee defense is your chance to block or defend. Weapon strength is the damage you do. Speed, leadership, charge bonuses. Everything that you would expect from a Total War game combat is in Tabletop Tavern, which makes it very intuitive to pick up for people that enjoy playing Total War. So we're just going to start this battle. We're going to stay away from that goblin camp so that our enemy doesn't get any boosts. And I'm going to get these pikemen on these dire wolves because the dire wolves are large units, so the anti-large will do us some good. We're going to try to knock these guys out of the way really quickly, just giving orders like you normally would in these RTS games. I'm going to keep these guys, there we go, all posted up. We're going after these archers. We're hunting them down. Let's get our archers in on this action. Why don't you move up a little bit so you're a little bit more accurate here? And man, this is so refreshing, because that is my #1 gripe playing Total War is I'm not great at it, and it takes a long time to get things going in a campaign in Total War. Sometimes I just want to sit down and do something a little bit quicker, and this feels even faster than a standard Total War skirmish would, just setting it up custom, and it also has a little bit of campaign diversity to it. So it really freshens up that genre and the formula that you would experience into this really nice, compact, fast-paced, fun time. We're already done with the first fight. Obviously, this is easy, but once we win, oh man, let's check out what our options are here. We're going to get a few options after beating every battle. All right, so we can ransom captives for gold. We can loot the battlefield and get some bear spray, so we will no longer encounter large enemies. We can conscript some of the survivors, get us some more ranged infantry, or we can get our health back. And seeing as we lost one whole guy, let's go ahead and pull some survivors in there. We'll group you with the bowmen. Don't worry about it. These two are going to get along great. Don't even worry about it. On to the next fight. And we have largely the same fight here. And, you know, I had a better luck last time than I would have on the auto-resolve, so we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to pull this in here. Hopefully, the dire wolves come off to this side, and we can do the exact same thing as last time. Now, I have not beaten a run of Tabletop Tavern yet. There we go, same formula. I'm going to slow it down a little bit just so we can prepare. Get these guys charging into those wolves. We're just going to absolutely pepper those wolves. Get them out of here. We don't want them anywhere around. Well, they just ran past. Here, you guys deal with these guys. They need to go away. They need to go away. All right, you go ahead, start chasing them down. These are going to be gone before long. I'm not too worried about, yeah, our swordsmen. They have shields, so really not that big of a deal. Hello? One thing that I have noted is that it's a little bit tough to click on your units. So Dev, if you by some miracle see my video, that's one thing that I would suggest working on. Sometimes clicking on the banner's the easier thing to click on, right? When I'm trying to find a unit, and sometimes it just doesn't select my unit when I click the banner. I have to click down here on the people themselves. So it's a little hard to micro sometimes when I'm not able to click the largest thing on the map. But that's a minor gripe as usual. Our goblin scrap shooters just, for some reason, got scared and just ran away on their own. And this is pretty nice because there's not a lot of units that I've found in the game until the very end of the run that you have to completely take out. Nobody is unbreakable for the most part until the very end of the run. So you're not running into these fully unbreakable Total War armies. Your goal is to break the units. Once they're broken, they're not going to come back. So just get them off the board. It speeds everything up so much to not have a rally system, which I think is really nice. Okay, so let's check our options here. Same options as before. Doubles loot from sacking towns. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick up another bowman unit. Now, can I combine these two? Disband, rename, prestige. It doesn't look like I can combine them, but we will get a little bit of health back when stepping into towns and different things. I'm actually going to take this path off to the left here. This is a settlement that we can check out. And we have two options. We can either fight the garrison, which this thing is humongous. I do not want to be getting into a fight here. But this seems to be an elven army. This is a Sylvan, I think it is. Oh, Sylvan archers, but this is the elvish faction. But we can also enter the town to heal our troops by 30%, and if we have enough money, recruit units of the town's race, which we don't have 10 gold yet, but the main thing is getting some of these archers back so that they don't run away immediately in the fight. All right, and then this next area is going to be a shop. The little gemstones on the map is a shop, so you can buy new gear packs, which your gear slots are actually the roguelite perk element of the game. You can equip different gear slots that you've seen in our loot tables after we win fights. Those give you different bonuses as you progress down the map. We can also get a duplicate unit potion. We can rewind because there are dice roll, D20 rolls that we have to do in the game, but I'm just going to get a new unit. These card packs, let you choose new units, and I'm going to go get some cavalry so that we can hunt down some infantry soldiers on the side. And I think what I'm going to do now is let's take this path. I think I want to do this and then work potentially back towards the center and go up this right side. But this is going to give us a few more random events, which could lead us to, wow, okay, rude. Let's fight this battle then. This has a chance to be a battle, has a chance to be something else. But the good news is we have this this statue. What's going on here? Statue of, we're getting rain right here. It's kind of hard to see. Statue of Boromid. +5 melee defense for my units. I like that. Let's get, I think I'm going to put the pikemen sort of in the center here with the swords off to either side. Yeah, that way we'll be able to form a wall, hopefully, right here and really take advantage of that melee defense buff that we're going to get. These goblin scrap shooters are they're very short range, so I'm going to try to put them behind the swords. Just immediately behind the swords, our bows up there, and we're going to hide these guys over here. There's not a lot of actual hiding in the game yet, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to pause for just a moment to take a look at what we got going on. Our idiots on the horses are running down some anti-large impalers, which is the opposite of what they should be doing. Definitely don't want that happening. So let's take a moment, and we are going to set up here. I'm going to bring these guys over here, and we're going to bring the swordsman, once again, clicking the banner doesn't select the unit, into the center, and then we're going to allow the archers to just do their thing. I think I want these long-range archers to go after the wolves, and we'll just let that be. Now, these guys, I'm going to make them chill out over here for a moment, and we're going to attract everybody's attention into this little circle here as much as possible. So let's let it rip, and give it a moment to see what happens. As long as we can get rid of the wolves, I will be very happy. And it seems our scrap shooters took they took the brunt of that. That is not good. Get out. Not you. See, this is the only problem I have here. Sometimes the routing is a little bit weird. Let's slow down just a moment. I'm going to sneak our cavalry back in behind the rest of the units. Good. The scrap shooters got out of the fray. We'll use them to go ahead. Yes. Archers, you can now focus on these bad boys, and you guys are going to come back here and sabotage the other archers. Now, our one unit of scrap shooters, we might actually lose them because they are in hand-to-hand combat. The AI pathing is probably the least strong part of the game right now, but that's okay. That's okay. It's being worked on actively. Okay, so now we've lost the dire wolves. You pikemen come in here. You hit them. Try to save those scrap shooters, and you come over here and provide support against the swordsman here. Okay. So we've got a charge bonus back on. Let's try to take out these archers. If nothing else, we're providing a very good distraction, which is very important. Just keeping these arrows out of our actual fight. Our swordsmen are getting, oh, hang on. Things are moving quickly. Our swordsmen are getting a little bit shaken over here, so let's give them some support. I think actually I'm going to make them fall back here, and we'll try to sneak these guys in behind. And the pikemen. Select. It actually selected off the banner that time. Good. These guys are actually about to go away, it looks like. Am I seeing that right? It looks like they've lost a lot of morale very quickly. It's a little bit tough to see, but I think that slightly darker gray is that morale is about to fall out. So they're taking some army loss penalties. And then once we deal with these melee units, I think the horsemen are going to do well against these archers. And we'll just send everybody to mop up the rest of it. Good deal. This is kind of our first actual fight here, so it seems that everything is going fairly well. Okay, we wiped out one unit of archers. Let's take out the other ones. The cavalry has really done some great work on those archers. We don't want to stay in melee combat too long because they are they do get a little bit worn out. We want to charge back in, cycle charge it, and then we are going to finish this job. Watch this bar drop to nothing, and then we're going to be victorious. Amazing. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys can tell how excited I am because this is so hyped for me. I cannot overstate it. I swear I'm not shilling this game. I've been waiting for something like this for so long, and it excites me so much. Okay, so this is a pretty big win for us. We can get this item, which reduces the cost of common unit packs by 1, which would make it cost 1, which is pretty nice. We could recover our health, or we could get these armored dire wolves, which does sound pretty nice. They are a green unit. Why don't we go ahead and take that? I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for getting new units. All right, so now we have our first random like dice roll encounter, and these are really interesting. So these are sort of these landmark events you come upon. You have a few different choices on how you want to proceed. The haunted chapel. Your company stumbles upon a crumbling chapel at dusk. Strange lights flicker from within, and an eerie hymn echoes across the fields. So why don't we take a look at our options here? We can investigate, which these numbers next to it, of course, correspond to the dice roll we need to succeed. So we can investigate for the chance of gold or losing health if we fail. We can select hell no, and you attempt to exorcise the chapel by burning it to the ground. I don't think that's very effective. If I know my spooky films, just burning the building down, I feel like that kind of releases what's in there. Whatever. That's an 8+ and could gain or lose our health. We could just avoid it entirely, but if we fail, the ghosties will come out and eat our butts. Or we could hire an exorcist if I had money, which I don't. So what we're going to do is hell no. We're going to hell no this. It's only an 8+. The odds are in our favor. We have 1 gold that we can actually, we can do a +1 with 1 gold and give ourselves a better chance. So let's roll the dice. We got a 9. Easy game. Easy game. Plus 30% health. We hell no'd that chapel into oblivion. Okay, so let's go over here to the city. Both of these look very similar. Ooh, look at this. Undead. We got some mist wraiths, some skeletons, some Death Haven fiends. That's pretty nice. We obviously cannot afford to recruit anything. On one of these runs, I should pick up enough gold to recruit some guys out of a town because I've never done it yet. I don't know how many you get or how good it is. Okay, so now we have a big fight. Good news, they only have 1 set of ranged. Bad news, they have a stone hewer giant, which is armor piercing, and it's terrifying, which causes leadership penalties. So we're going to have to take this thing down quickly. I'm going to send my pikemen, hopefully, to deal with him. This is going to be a tough fight. We might not win, but that's kind of how this game works. Sometimes you get dealt a crappy hand, and you do the best you can. As with Total War, skills and good planning will help you out immensely in fights. It can't beat everything, but it can help a lot. And I am but a lowly peasant in the skill ranges of this sort of game, so you might be better than me. You might have so much more luck beating this. This is on the lowest difficulty, guys, and I'm just happy to be here. Let's be completely transparent. I'm just happy to be here. All right, we're going to engage with that. I need you to very quickly, yes, dire wolves. Dire wolves, I'm actually going to send their asses. Are they anti-infantry? They're not. Let's do a charge onto these swordsmen just to occupy them a little bit. And then we're going to move these guys. There we go. Good chunk. Took a good chunk of health out. All right, cavalry, get out of there. We need to cycle charge into somebody else. We probably... Oh, man. This is not great. Here, you deal with these pikemen. The pikemen probably aren't as good at just straight up damaging as the swordsmen are, but they can be very, very not great for me in the greater scheme of things. Okay, seems like everybody's doing their job. I'm going to pause for a moment and take a look at our situation. Yeah, the cavalry not doing great. I did send them in against pikes, so I don't know what I expected there. But let's go ahead and get them out. I really don't want them to break. They might break. Hey, hold on. Hold on. Don't run away. Good, good. Okay, pause this again. Somebody, oh my gosh, the giant has broken our pikemen. This is not good. Okay, everybody, kill that giant. Kill him now. The wolves aren't doing diddly squat against the archers, so I'm going to send my my cavalry in on the archers. We really need to take this guy down. I don't think that I had enough, like, high tier units to deal with that giant, unfortunately, is the issue. Yeah, we're just crumbling apart. This might be the end, guys. It might be the end. We're everybody in on the giant, bro. He's got to go. He has got to go. We got rid of the pikemen. We got, man, the wolves. The wolves. Tearing them apart. You know, actually, the wolves might be able to... Here, get in here. Get in here, wolves. I need you. I need you to deal with this right now. Oh, they're gone. They're gone. They're cooked. They're cooked. The archers are in hand-to-hand combat with the giant. It's Jover. It can't get much Jover. Are my wolves still here? They're actually taking it down. They're taking down the archers. Okay, archers are gone. Wolves, deal with this giant. Oh, they're broken now. They're broken. Okay. 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 Oh my gosh. There's no shot. There's no shot. We simply cannot deal with it. Yeah, the leadership's dropping too fast. Let's just speed this up. We're definitely going to lose. Oh, what a valiant effort, though. What a valiant effort. The company has been shattered. Oh my gosh. But that's how fast these go. And if you're not great at the game, this gets you back in the action faster so that you can get better at the game. And I'm definitely going to take some of these basic skills and apply it when I go back to Total War Warhammer 3 and want to complain about things to CA. I'm going to take these skills and be like, hey, buddy, look, somebody else is doing it better than you. Maybe I shouldn't tell them that. Maybe I should let TJ cook. TJ, cook in the shadows, my dude. Keep cooking. All right, please review the demo. We'll add multiplayer if we hit 500 reviews. Guys, I'm going to do another run just because I want to. Check this out. Drop a review on the demo. Wishlist the game. I'm dropping a review on the demo after I'm done here, but let's go and do another run. Let's see if we can get a little bit further. I've reached the final battle in Tabletop Tavern twice, and it is hard. Even on the lowest difficulty, but I just need to get better at the game. And this is the type of game that motivates me to be better at it, which is very exciting. It's very exciting. Most of the time, I'm just chilling out. I'm doing my thing. Can I make a video out of this? Am I having fun? No, there's no question. We're cooking with bacon grease here. There's no question about it. All right, let's get back into it. I'm going to auto-resolve this just to save us a little bit of time. Let's get a... Oh, man, look at this. Look at this. Let's do this. Let's aim to get some units from one of these cities up here. And I auto-resolve this again. Let's do it. Okay. We've got enough money to buy the units from the city. So these are goblin units. 1 recruit per town. So I only get 1 for 10 gold. Oh man, that's not great. But it said if it's the same race as me, so like if I was recruiting from a human town, the cap is unlimited. But I guess like every 10 gold I have, I can only get 1 of these if it's not the same race. Not sure how that works, but we're going to pick up some better. Ooh, are these shield boys? How are these looking compared to my guys? How are these dudes worse in every single way rather than the charge bonus, or the leadership rather, than my common levy swordsman? We're going orc stalkers. You can never have enough missile units, okay? Let's be real. Let's be real, guys. You can never have... Shut up, I know. I know how to play this game. You think I am a chump? Okay, so now we're getting into some cool stuff. Milanese pole arms seem pretty cool. All of these dudes are really good, and actually I want these better cavalry. These guys are, they have a good charge bonus, a higher charge bonus than the other cavalry. all in all, a better quality cavalry unit, and having cavalry unit in what I've found in my very few runs of this game that doesn't break easily is really important because it can be highly valuable to you. All right, let's go ahead and get in here manually. We have, ooh, what is this? Melee defense. Okay, very cool. Let's bring these guys over here. We're going to march straight into that circle, and we're going to make a big stink. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, guys. This game, speaking of things that it takes from Total War, you can group your units. You can actually, if you have a group of units, let me make 2 groups, actually. We'll make an archer group, okay? And you can switch with the number buttons. I'm telling you, I'm right at home. I'm right at home. You can also hold down the Alt key and drag everybody around in formation. It feels just like Total War. Like, I can't overstate how good it feels to play something a little bit less resource intensive, that plays super smooth. It feels familiar. Like, everything's just great in this game. Let's be real. Okay, so we're going to go around and let's test out these bad boys. Oops. On the archers, and we'll see how much better these guys do than the basic level cavalry. We're coming in from behind, so we're not exactly doing a hammer and anvil scenario, but we are going to try to break through their back lines and hopefully just chunk out some major damage here. Now, I'm not noticing so far any wow, we're not doing anything to them at all. That sucks. Hello, can we get a charge? Please charge. There we go. For some reason, it must have been this rock. The rock must have screwed with us a little bit there. I'm not noticing any friendly fire yet from archers. There may be a little bit, and I'm just not paying attention to it, or I don't have a keen enough eye to deal with it yet. But I'm not noticing any friendly fire yet. That might be something to keep an eye out for in future, because that definitely informs what you do. But once again, these fights move so quickly that, is it really necessary? Will it really make that big of a difference? You don't really have that much time to sit there and strategize long term in these fights, which is a gift and a curse. So I'm going to go for gold this time. We're going to go gold only. How about that? We're just going to pick gold every time, and we're going to try to buy our way to victory. The Witch's Bargain. A witch offers you a powerful item, but only if you perform a dark deed for her. Her eyes, dark and unyielding, watch for your reaction as the weight of your choice hangs heavy in the air of her shadowy, herb-scented lair. Man, I wish I had an herb-scented lair. That's ideal. Get you a woman with an herb-scented lair. That's all I got to say. So we can do the sacrifice. We could sacrifice a young maiden. If we fail to sacrifice the young maiden, somehow our entire army loses health. I'm not sure how that pans out. We can turn away, or we could request our loyal squire to perform the dark deed in secret, which we don't have enough units to do. You know, 12 seems like a lot. It does. You know what? Roll of the dice. Why not? Do it for the plot. Okay, let's modify with gold. We're going to pull that up 3. We have the money. And this just goes to show you, money buys you a successful young maiden sacrifice. So we've got a new piece of gear. What are we going to get? Let's find out. Prestige a random unit when you sell this item. Is that a Pope hat? A mitre? I don't know what a mitre stands for. Sounds like Pope hat. All right, so we went ahead and prestiged the Levy Swordsman. So this is just raising him up a tier. It does give him a full HP refresh, which I think was at full already, so really not that big of a bonus. But it does increase the stats as well. So instead of 32 melee attack and defense, we now have 42. We also have about 900 more HP, which is pretty sick. And let's see, we have a lot of fights ahead of us, so we're going to take the HP regen at the city, enter the town. I don't have enough money to buy anybody, but that's okay. We're going to come over here and continue our run. Okay, now this is sad. You're telling me that these guys are going to die to this? I feel like I could beat it. I feel like I can beat it. I don't know. The game doesn't believe in me. Maybe it's like a cheeky nod to Total War Auto Resolve that just hates you. There's no good win with the Total War Auto Resolve. Like, either it underestimates you or it overestimates you until it's too late to change anything if you're playing on lower difficulties. Like, it's pretty depressing. Not ideal. Okay, everybody seems to have a pretty good plan in mind. I do like how you start the fight and it sort of does an auto battler deal. It sort of gives everybody an idea on what they would like to do. And if you don't agree with their idea, then you can just change what they do. And that's good with me. It's less I have to worry about early on. All right, we're going to take these guys down now. These bad boys are pretty good against swordsmen. They were struggling a little bit in the other fight, but they seem to be doing pretty decently here. Getting stuck for too long is not in our best interest, so we're going to let those guys go away. I'm going to try to run down these archers here, and then we're going to bounce back to those guys. Just want to do a little bit of chaos, do a little bit of shenanigans here. Cause a little bit of nonsense to go on in the enemy ranks. It just occupies those archers just long enough where they're like, huh? Huh? Yes, and now, oh my gosh, they're going over the wall, boys. We have the height advantage right now. These goblins don't stand a chance. Okay, so it looks like our cavalry is exhausted now. One thing I've noticed is there's something called charges. Well, there's something called charges, but there seem to be a limited number of charges that you can do with a unit before it gets exhausted. That's kind of the trade-off of the faster gameplay. You can see one of your units has exhausted all charges. So it appears that once you... Hello? Once you engage in a charge, that basically uses up a finite resource that your unit has. And once you've done that enough, then you're exhausted. So you can no longer get charge bonuses, I don't think. Yeah, a unit will no longer receive charge bonuses. So instead of giving you an overall debuff for being exhausted, you simply cannot gain a charge bonus, which is a big deal. Like, the charge bonus is a lot bigger deal in this game, and it makes it, you know, more tuned towards you rushing in. But as you can see, no, screw you, I'm not losing my horsemen. This was the easiest thing ever. And to insult to injury, I'm taking your money. How about that, buddy? What do you think about that? All right, we got a new gear piece. Let's pop it open and see what we get. It's the glaives. It's the item I would have gotten if I looted the battlefield. Anti-large units gain plus 10 weapon strength. I do like that. More damage to large units. That's going to help us hopefully when we have to fight an ogre. I don't... Oh my god. Okay, so we have Iron Gut Enforcers, which... Man, these guys are going to be tough company right here. We're going to have to be... Hopefully we win this. This might be the end of us again. You never know. Anything could be the end. Anything could be the end. I feel like it's pretty challenging to get a good run off the ground right now. For this to be the lowest difficulty level, like, the halfway point is really a trying testing field, honestly. Like, you've got to kind of have it together. All right, good plan. Keep those guys. We're going to try to take out the wolves here. Yeah, this is going to be a tough fight. Cavalry versus wolves is a little spooky. A little bit spooky. Let's try to deal with that. Now, don't go over the hill. Come on now. Come on now. We ain't got to do all that. Charge down the archers. You know what? Let's just, let's try to keep these guys out of the way. How about that? We're going to keep these dire wolves occupied. We're going to try to take down these melee units here. There we go. All right, you guys deal with that. Cavalry, keep on booking it. Everybody else, bear down on the Iron Guts. We can probably do some damage to the archers over here with our cavalry. Get out of there, boys. I don't need you in there. Now, the wolves have indeed lost their charge bonus. Let's get the cavalry in on here, too. These guys are just wrecking our crew. They are wrecking our crew. Maybe the cavalry will give the edge we need. If we can take these guys out... We can just break them. Come on. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. We there's a chance. There is a chance, boys. All right, cavalry, you just stay safe. Stay behind the bows. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. I don't know that we're getting out of it, but if you boys can get locked in there. Okay, good. Good. Now you come in here and we're going to hammer them. Look at that. They're out of ammo. If we can break down these dire wolves, come on. Okay, everybody, we're taking back the battlefield. I don't know if we can do it, but you better fight to the last man. You better fight to the last man, brother. The last run I played before I started recording, we actually were in a scenario very similar to this, where it was archer on archer, and my guys failed by just a tiny bit. I'm going to be very mindful of my morale here. I don't know if is it going down very slowly? It might be going down very slowly. We need to focus on getting one unit at a time broken. Oh, yeah, we're about to lose it. We're about to lose it. Come on. Okay. Okay, one group's down. Get in there, do a little bit more damage. We're about to go. It's about to fall out. Yeah. Oh, man, we were so close, though. These guys are green. These guys are green. Can they do it? Can they do it? Are these goblins going to be the hero of my story? Look, they're almost broken. They are almost broke. We friggin' did it! Let's go! Orc stalkers, come on, baby! Yes! I love to see it. Overcoming terrible odds. We're probably gonna lose the run, but this one is one for the history books. Let's be real about that right now. Let's be real. Okay, I'm gonna grab a prestige potion. Ooh, also these iron guts. Man. That's tough. I said I wanted to do all gold, and now I'm presented with this. I'm taking the iron guts. I don't think we can go wrong with like an extra boost. If we can make it over here and there's not a battle here, then we can get to the last city. Oh, that's tempting. That's tempting, guys. We might be able to make it to the last fight. Okay. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. What are we going to do? We've got 15. You know, instantly gain 5 gold for 4 gold. It's free real estate. Drink it. It's free real estate. That's like one of those clover ticket purchases that you pay 2 and get 5. It's great. Add a random unit to your army. I do like that. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's drink that. We got some, great swords. I like it. And I think I'm going to get 2 greens. 2 greens might be just what the doctor ordered. Let's get a new pikeman and another green unit. Oh, more cavalry. The cavalry are pretty beat up. Everybody's a little bit beat up, though. Yeah, let's do more cavalry. Screw it. Okay, let's reorganize a little bit. I have a lot going on here, and we need a little bit of organization. Get all these guys together. All of our swords together. Good stuff. We have a full army now. So if this is not a fight... Oh, hell yes. Hell yes. Okay, so we might lose gold, which we have 0, or we can get a new unit. 14, let's go. And we have a new greatsword unit. Okay, so let's swap out. Oh, this is a tough choice. Let's continue then. Let's just continue. We'll have a chance to review everything in a moment. Oh man, I'm hyped. We're making it to the end on this one. Conscripted survivors post-battle are granted full health. I do like that. We're not going to have a chance to really make use of that unless we fight and win this, which I'm not too keen on considering we have a city we can visit. But help you. Okay, so why don't can we sell, we could sell this for $1. Yes. We could actually, Man, I'm tempted. I don't know what good it's going to do me, though. Getting a tier 1 unit? Forget it. We're going to the city. We're going to the city. We're going to get our health back. I'm swapping out... Who am I swapping out for this great sword unit? I need to swap somebody. Probably these pikemen. Bring these guys over here. Swap you. Okay, this seems to be the best possible outcome for me. Let's go. Let's go. Man, I'm still so hype about this game. I'm so glad that I saw this. Okay, so here is our horde battle at the very end, and we can actually auto-resolve the end. Oh my gosh. And this guy's gonna recover some health. Damn. They believe in me that much. For the video, we're gonna fight it. If I were playing on my own, that would be an auto-resolve, no questions asked, wham bam, thank you ma'am, you will not hear me complain. But for the video, I'm going in. I'm going in. All right, so let's get over here. We have 2 units of cavalry. I think I'm going to make them stick together, actually. We might split them up later. But I think it's going to be a good idea to keep everybody together here. Archers on archers. I do wish that I had a little bit more... Oh, yeah. Hang on. If I do this... Okay, it'll just add it to group 3. So I can't drag and drop into a group, but I can just group them together. And then the lone pikeman on his own. So sad. Okay, well, let's bring these guys back here. We're going to put our swordsmen in the front alongside... Man, these pikemen, they're going to get shafted. No pun intended. We're really going to have to... where does this other swordsman come from? Who are you? Then who are you? Oh, it's the, okay, it's the shield guys. Okay. Okay, good stuff. How about we put the shields on either edge? They're going to have some ranged defense. Then we're going to put our heavy hitters in the center. And we're putting the pikes behind them. The pikes really need to be... Man, this is a tough decision. Like I said, I'm not the best at these types of games, but I do enjoy them immensely. So sometimes it's kind of a hard choice. You know, actually the pikemen, they're probably going to send the cavalry out on the edge. So I'm going to put these guys sort of in reserve here. Or maybe I should put them out front. You know what? I think that's the move. We put the shield guys out front so that they can block any early arrows coming in. Follow up with the damage boys. These guys are going to the side. They're going to get screwed. It's fine. And then we'll leave these guys in reserve. Okay. Okay. So we need to look at what's going on. Those are the normal dire wolves. These are the dire riders. So, realistically, I need to send my pikemen after the dire riders, which is quite the trek. So we're just going to leave that as is. These guys are... whatever. These are anti-infantry and armored. The only anti-large that we have are the actual pikemen, so it's going to be a little nasty. But, yeah, okay, let's see what's going on. We need to get these guys around. We might have to take a sacrificial hit. Let's just let it rip. Let's see what our guys can do. And you are going to hunt down those dudes. Oh, actually, the dire riders are going straight in. Okay, so let's try to deal with these boys here. I'm most concerned about them. Let's get in here. Forget the archers right now, man. Forget the archers. We have some bigger things to deal with. Riders, get out. You're needed to deal with cavalry. These bog maul trolls, dude. Disgusting. Okay. Okay, now you guys get over there and enforce. We're gonna have a bowman battle here. We're losing units as fast as we can get them in. If that's okay. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Exhausted all charges. We got one bow unit down. Good. Come on. Come on. Things are working. Things are working. Okay, cycle charge. Okay, Bog Maul trolls down. We might have this, boys. We might have it under control. Both archers, start blasting. Start blasting. Oh my gosh. I think we did it. I think I did it. We have so many guys left. We're winning. We are winning. Let's go. You love to see it. A successful run on the video. Holy moly. And let's watch this in real time. Just as it finishes out, they've got no chance. They've got no chance right now. These orc stalkers, obliterated. Obliterated. They're gone. Enemy host defeated. Oh, it wasn't even the orcs. Did we destroy the orcs? Oh yeah, they were enemy orc stalkers. We had our own orc stalkers in there fighting them. Enemy host defeated. Let's go. Spaceport, that's a good video. I like it. I like the outcome. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling feisty. We can conscript the survivors. I'm getting my health back. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. What happens now? I've never seen this. Gravewater Marsh. Oh my gosh. We did not win the run. We have only entered the next area. So we're moving tables? Is that what's happening? Yeah, it looks like that's the table we were at previously. Or maybe they just changed it out on this table. This is sick. There's just an extended map. How long does it go? I don't know. I have no idea. But one thing I do know, guys, I'm going to leave the rest for you to find out. If this game interests you, I'm going to have a link to it below. I'm going to be wishlisting this myself. Shout out to TJ. You've got something really special here, dude. Thank you so much for throwing this up. I will be following this development with bated breath and playing the heck out of this game once it's done, bro. I'm going to be on that. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you like this sort of content, roguelites, action-y games, fantasy, and sci-fi, consider subscribing to the channel. And if not, just check out one of my other videos. There's plenty more on the channel, but I appreciate you guys for being here. Stay stellar. Do something kind for yourself, kind for someone else, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.